An encounter between security forces and terrorists broke out early on Thursday morning in the Singhpora area of Chatroo located in Jammu and Kashmir's Kishtwar district. Police sources said a group of 3 to 4 terrorists from Jaish-e-Mohammed is believed to be trapped in the area following a joint cordon-and-search operation by the Jammu and Kashmir Police, the Indian Army and the paramilitary forces. The operation was launched after what authorities described as precise intelligence input provided by the local police. The trapped terrorists are thought to be part of the same group that recently escaped an earlier encounter in the same region. There have been no immediate reports of casualties on either side. Earlier in the month, 6 terrorists, including 3 owing allegiance to JEM, were killed by the Jammu and Kashmir Police. The encounters come weeks after the Pahalgam terror attack in which 26 civilians were killed. The incident had prompted India to launch strikes on terror infrastructure in Pakistan and POK and led to heightened tensions between the two countries till a pause in military operations was announced. A month on, the National Investigation Agency continues to look for the terrorist who killed 26 civilians, 25 tourists and 1 local in J&K's Pahalgam on April 22nd, an attack that triggered an escalation in hostilities between India and Pakistan. With no headway so far in finding the terrorists, the agency, which took over the probe from J&K Police days after the attack, is questioning witnesses and examining data using technical surveillance it has learned. At least 5 terrorists, including 3 from Pakistan, are suspected to be behind the attack at the Baisaran Valley Meadow in Pahalgam. Authorities have released sketches of at least 3 terrorists and announced a reward of 20 lakh each for information about them. In the days after the attack, J&K Police launched a massive crackdown and detained hundreds of people, including OGWs or overground workers. A senior J&K Police officer said the detentions were carried out with 2 objectives: to get leads about the Pahalgam attack and to send a strong message that such actions would have costs and would not be tolerated. The messaging was essential to prevent any future attacks. But the officer also added, as far as the first objective was concerned, there has not been much headway. Another police officer said most of those who were detained have been released. However, some of them who worked as OGWs in the past have been booked under the PSA. The officer said J&K Police and NIA received information about many people, but most of the leads were found to be false. In one case, a tourist had posted a video of 3 people who he said resembled the attackers and were spotted in Betab Valley near Pahalgam. They were picked and released after nothing substantial was found. One of the officers cited above said combing operations were expanded beyond Pahalgam and include most parts of South Kashmir forest. The officers added that in the first few days of the attack, the security agencies had managed to trace some digital footprints of the attackers and were able to break into their communication. But the officer added they appear to have gone offline since then. For more such stories, keep watching the Indian Express.